Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the EU Historical Rules event. It should be a phenomenal event because we have two diverse maps. Our first map being Schoolhouse Ridge, very big, very open, allows for a lot of maneuverability, unlike our second map here, which is the Harper's Ferry Graveyard. Really a tiny map, but it is lots of fun nonetheless. Our teams for today on the Union, we have the 6th US, we have the 15th Wisconsin, the Irish Volunteer Brigade, 14th LA as a part of Rebel 2nd Corps, we have 4th New Jersey and the 2nd U.S. Cavalry, whereas on the Confederacy we have the Davis Brigade, the Shenandoah Valley Regulars, Peach Corps, which consists of 13th and 24th Georgia, I Corps, which consists of the Anderson's Brigade and the Walker's Division, 1st Virginia Cavalry, Jefferson Davis Legion, Lee's French Legion, and the Jenkins Brigade. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy this event. Here we are with the European Historical Rules event. You have myself announcing as Guardian Eagle with Cloud. How are you doing today, Cloud?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. So, line battles, you'll love to see it. They don't start till 40 minutes, which is why we started a little after that, because people are still moving out. We have the 15th Wisconsin moving out to the far left side. Union's going very far forward. Rebel 2nd Corps, 14th LA is following. IVB is following behind. Holding up on this fence are the 6th and the 2nd US. And then up front, we have the Toombs Brigade, 20th Georgia with 4th New Jersey. So this is the positions for the Union. Very interesting so far. As a Confederate, Cloud, what is the normal strategy for CSA to win this map?
Normal strategy from what I see is they like to push down CSA right, Union left, get a foothold by that tree where the fences meet the two snake rails, and then they like to try to push down towards the point. You also see them, what CSA is doing now, they like to send off a unit over here in the woods to bring over or distract some Union, so they're not all focused down there towards the main force.
It's true. It is the Jenkins Brigade. And speaking of which, the Frontline Reporter view on the top left of your screen is from Space Time. He is from the Jenkins Brigade down there right now. And then Potato Soup is on the top right of your screen from the IVB's perspective. So Jenkins Brigade is pushing up in the woods, getting up on those rocks, independent firing. Up on top of the hill, we have the Jefferson Davis Legion with their 3 men moving to help the JB. We have Peach Corps holding up on top here, shooting from across that open field. In terms of artillery, it looks like Peach Corps and LFL's artillery, but shifting up on the far right side here is the LFL infantry. They're getting up in this trench. They're actually going up to this corner that we were just talking about.
Yep. Oh, getting crossfired by some Union in the creek bed.
We have the Rebel 2nd Corps holding up there. They didn't really get a lot of kills, so LFL was able to get there securely. It looks like Union kind of fell back on the right side here.
Yeah, it looks like they're using the fences as cover with that little bit of high ground.
For sure. Union is very, very spread out right now. If the Peach Corps just went down to help the LFL and whoever that group is, they could push down this side pretty easy because Union is so spread out right now.
Yeah. They definitely have overwhelming numbers if they push down that right.
For sure. In maps like these, you can't sit there and do nothing. You need to be aggressive. Especially that they're starting at the 40-minute mark.
Yeah, you're already down a little bit of time, so yeah, you try to be as aggressive as possible.
So DB and SV are going in to hit Rebel 2nd Corps. Did they miss those? They're missing those shots. Bruh. That's sad to watch.
Yeah, that was very interesting to see.
The fact that they got away. Oh my goodness. But they did successfully push them out. They're gonna move up.
Yep. Now they're gonna support their friendlies up there on the fence.
Indeed, the Lee's French Legion.
Uh-oh, about to catch him with the volley, it looks like.
I love that.
Oh, got a couple of them.
Yeah, they did. Maybe a little late there. It allowed the
Mm-hmm.
15th to reform with enough time. Get some shots off. So is there anything else? We have Peach Course finally moving through here.
Oh, yeah, here they
IVB.
come with their big numbers.
IVB is holding along with the 15th. Are they going to charge or are they going to hold up on the corner here? Looks like they're just going to hold and get these shots that they have.
Oh yeah, they got them in a pretty good angle from that position.
Oh, is it Union Army?
Couldn't tell, was that CSA or Union Army that blew up over them?
I couldn't tell. Is this guy artillery? I don't think so. No, he's
Nope.
just AFK up there. So yeah, that's
Might have been
Confederate artillery.
CSA, yeah.
Yeah, Union doesn't have artillery. There we go. Confederate artillery hitting their shots. I don't know how many kills they got there. Maybe 2 or 3, but suppression.
Unions look. Yeah, it looks like the Union's taking quite a bit of casualties on that fence, though.
Yeah, 15th Wisconsin is almost gone. IVB is still here though.
And here comes the LFL guys down the fence line now.
Yep. Coming up to flank the Peach Corps, we have 6 US.
Oh.
LFL is just holding
yeah.
above that corner.
Yeah, they might not even see it.
So they're going to charge straight into them. I like it. They're going to surprise attack them, save their shots as well.
Oh, man. This should be devastating.
6 US is going to wipe out Peach Corps.
Really good move by the Union.
But are they going to wipe out DBSV and LFL? I-Corps is up here as well. No. Outnumbered, but a valiant effort.
Mm-hmm. Well, it bought some times for the friendlies.
They did for sure. I don't know how long it'll last, though.
Yeah, it don't look like they have enough to hold that fence line.
They don't. LFL is charging out.
Ok, on y va, chargez.
Nice little melee.
Indeed, I love it. IVB is the only one left up here.
Yeah, props to IVB. They were holding for quite a while by themselves, it looked like.
And now they're getting pushed back. But right as they get pushed back, 50th Wisconsin's back here on the scene. Will they be able to win, though? I don't think so, but we'll see. Confederates got reinforcements as well.
Yeah, it looks like they may be falling back.
They took their shots. They're running back. Who came up and reinforced? It looks like just some respawns from Peach Corps.
Yeah. Yeah, if Union... Yeah, they'd probably be smart to fall back around point and get reformed.
So, we're almost a fourth of the way through the match. A fourth being starting at 40 minutes. So a fourth of the gameplay timer, and Union's not at engaged yet. They need to be at engaged going into 30 minutes for the Confederates to keep up pace.
Yeah, CSA would probably be smart to get reformed quickly by that big tree that they just took and pushed down towards point.
Yeah. The thing, though, is the only way they can communicate with these guys is with runners. They don't have Steam chat.
Oh, yes. That is a rule in this. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I should have specified that beforehand. But yeah, those guys are probably just going to stay there all game unless they see a charge up here.
Yeah, that definitely seems like, yeah, you'd have to keep your head on the swivel. Try to see what your friendlies are up to at all times if you can.
Look, Confederates are holding it. They're not moving down yet. They're just taking shots. Nice Union volley there. They got 3 or 4 kills. But it'll only be a matter of time. Union sitting really far back and making it hard for the Confederates to get kills. They're sitting in this deflated area here. If we go down here.
Still gotta be careful
about there with my mouse moving so fast, but
okay, everybody ready? Up.
Yeah, you do get some good, covered from that.
Rebel 2nd Corps up on top. 15th is doing rising volleys. I think TB is doing it as well. Yep, TB is doing some rising volleys as well. Pulling behind him is the 6th US, reforming after getting wiped. And here go the Confederates. It's not all of them, though. And this is just Peach Corps.
Very good at going.
Go
Yeah,
faster.
hopefully the other unit sees that and mirrors them.
Hopefully. I mean, these guys just did their shots. They're reloading while getting shot at. TV might get wiped here.
Yep, that is a lot of Peach Corps moving. Oh, I'm seeing movement in the woods too as well.
JB is
Looks
pushing
like
up.
they're coming out of the creek. Yep.
We have seen historically with the CSA group that they will, because before events they'll make was it strat sketch? Is that what it's called? And they usually do it where at this time marker we're gonna charge. So
Okay. So like, yeah, I guess that would be a good way to coordinate that kind of thing.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a Steam chat or anything.
Yeah.
Because, for example, on Roulette Lane, they would say at 35 minutes we're charging. If it fails, charge at 30 minutes and 25, 20, and so forth. Maybe they're doing every 10 minutes.
Different intervals.
So
Yeah, the one unit held back over there.
maybe they're just trying to secure that position, make sure they don't lose it in case they get pushed back. But Union hits engaged.
Yeah. Well, just a shade under 30 minutes.
So not in a bad spot for the CSA.
Not at all. I
Everybody
mean, Union has the advantage with numbers, but if CSA artillery can get itself sighted in, it can definitely start softening up that area around there.
Killed some teammates there.
Yeah, I seen that.
Are you guys moving up? Nope, they're still back there.
No, yeah, I mean, even you could at least, from my perspective, leave maybe like a skirmish-sized force there. Or, well, no, this is a historical battle. You've all got to move in a line, correct?
Yeah, so you can have a skirmish group. I think it's up to 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
You need more than 3 people to be considered a skirmish group.
So yeah, if you could leave like 4 or 5 guys, and then if you push the rest up that opposite side of the fence where Peach Corps was, you could have definitely inflicted a lot more casualties on the Union.
For sure, and Peach Corps fell back. Union's going to return to their original positions, but there's no Confederates over there, so at least for now, we're be intriguing to see where the JB and JDL go, because I know JDL was with JB as well.
They did do a valiant little charge up through the creek and put a dent in the Union's numbers, but they just got overran by the sheer force that the Union had waiting on that fence.
There is the JB's music that I've been told about so much and haven't been able to listen to more than like 10 seconds of it though.
That's very interesting.
It is. Apparently they play different music for different commanders and stuff when charting, which is very cool. Flanking on the top of the hill here, we have the TB.
Oh, yeah, they're going, if I'm not mistaken, there's a set of rocks behind them, yep.
I mean, this isn't a terrible idea to push them off, but there's 7 of you. And if they charge you back, you're gonna...
Oh,
your team's gonna lose a lot of tickets.
Yep.
It's
You have to. It has to be a really well-disciplined skirm unit that can, inflict some casualties pretty quickly and then know when to take off, kind of situation. Because if you get caught, in a slow transition, they'll just gun you down in that open field.
For sure. So JB is moving off the distance, but Peach Corps is moving up in mass. Is there anyone else following them? It is LFL is following as well. So more of a Confederate force pushing in here. Union is spread out. More Union are shifting over there, but they're abandoning the point essentially. Confederate artillery's got to watch it.
Yeah, hopefully they recognize they have friendlies.
Who's getting slaughtered? 6 US is getting slaughtered there. Jeez. 15th is moving up on the right. We do see the 4th New Jersey holding up on the right here. Who is down here? Second US.
Okay. Go
Oh, there is a big flank on the right from CSA.
So 4th New Jersey is shifting over to deal with JB.
Oh, it looks like they may hit it exact point at the same time.
Yeah, JB is going to get on that fence, and it's going to allow them to secure that. Helping over here, though. 15th is just getting some shots. 2nd US is going for a flank. Let's see how well 2nd US does here. They're just holding in the trench. Oh my goodness, they're getting slaughtered.
Yep. The CSA recognized it looks like, and hopped in the road and used the fence as cover. Oh, looks like they're about to charge them out.
As they should. These are free tickets. Confederates are going to cap the point as well.
Yep.
So they're pushing the 2nd US out. It's 4th New Jersey. 4th New Jersey is just getting shot down. They're going to die.
Yeah, there wasn't enough of them to hold the JB group back.
So LFL is onto the fence. Moving in is the 15th Wisconsin, but they're going to be pincered by these two groups.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
So who's the other Union group here? Is 2nd US. They're just reforming up while the 15th is trying to salvage something.
Yeah, they need to move quickly to support their friends.
And JB's shifting down the fence now.
Oh yep, they're gonna catch that was that 2nd US, right?
CSA is going to win there, but on this left side we have IVB charging into DB and SV.
Yeah, this might not be the worst thing for the Union, because right here, if you clear this unit off, it cuts off CSA from having anywhere to go. And then you can work your way up towards point. If you can recap it, you can get your team back to battle ready, but CSA may drop to the ticket stage by that point.
We see I-Corps here as well, so they will. IVB and TB and 14th LA do come in and wipe. Hergel wants this kill. Never mind.
Yeah, you always get the bloodthirsty guys that want to get that flag bearer.
So 2nd US fell back, allowing JB to take this position with the JDL.
UC's got a pretty good foothold right now.
They do, and Confederate respawns can just come up the middle like we see with these guys. More Union charging in here. It is 4th New Jersey. Not really charging in, sorry.
Get on the picket fence over here, independent fire. Shoot down the...
But they are joining their friendlies to shoot. Very interesting to hold in the middle of the road here.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the fence.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the greatest idea, but...
Confederate artillery almost getting the line. They got a kill there, but...
Artillery is a sign off.
Yeah, downside for Union not running artillery. Or were they just not allowed artillery on this?
No, they
Or
can.
they just didn't have any?
They just didn't have any or didn't want any.
Yeah, that's the downside for not running Union artillery, because right now, if they were running it, that CSA under point would be getting waylaid by artillery. That's one thing we always worry about on this map is CSA is the Union artillery.
So Union are now charging in here. This sucks because if they charged when these guys got down there, that'd be huge.
Yeah, if they could have timed that a little bit better.
Where the Confederate?
Maybe one of the officers looked up the hill and seen when they were coming, but they may. Well, I don't know. They may do enough damage here that the rest of their reinforcements may be able to secure it.
Very close. Confederates hitting engage. Union is probably close to taking losses, but if Union recaps this, they'll go back up to where the Confederates are.
Yep.
And that's huge.
Hey, this guy's trying to get some shit.
Oh, man.
There he goes taking losses. James, no, I can't believe you've done this. The Union is encircling the Confederate position right now. Who's pushing up on this flank? We have 15th Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe.
Guys, they're down the road. They're down the road.
Rebels right, boys. Rebels right.
4th New Jersey is still engaged with Peace Corps. Peace Corps never really died. They really need to pick up that flag.
Le
Someone pick
10e,
up
ils
our
sont où? Le
flag.
10e, vous êtes où là?
Someone needs to pick up, someone needs to pick up that flag.
Yeah, those mobile respawns are really key as an attacking team.
More Confederates are coming in. They're just moving to secure that corner, probably realizing they lost this point, or they're going to just curve left. I don't know who that is. Who is this? It is 1st VA Cavalry.
Yeah, Mr. Preacher.
Indeed. And Confederates are pulling off probably to preserve their flags. But that's a position. Actually, some of them are pulled off. Some of them are holding up front.
Yeah, I think at this point they would be smart to just pull off and conserve what they have.
Well, I mean, if they keep trying to hold the point, they're ahead on tickets. So if they lose tickets, Union won't be able to regain as much.
You're actually, yeah, you know what? You're correct about that.
So who's over here? I Corps and DB and SV are taking shots from the right side. Confederates from the trench are now coming back up. They have a decent sized force.
Oh yeah, they rallied and have a good chunk under point now. Not enough to stop Cap, but
Yeah, it's still going up. These Confederates over here need to get into the fight if they want.
yeah,
Or Confederates should just charge.
yeah, like you're saying, just try to, take as many losses as you can. Because if you could get lucky and drop to taking losses right before they cap, it'd be good for CSA.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially because once Union recaps here, Confederates are slowly losing this, and they're going to be behind on tickets.
Oh yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and yeah, here in the next probably minute or so, they'll be behind on tickets, I would assume. So they're getting crossfired from 2 different directions right now.
And if you look at it from the 2nd US's perspective here, I mean, you got a nice flank. And these guys obviously have great shots because they're right next to them. Look at that. These should be easy shots. Every hit should be a kill. But
Yeah, they have way more numbers at the moment, looks like.
yeah, and this isn't a campaign. It's kind of weird to think about that. Like, we need to charge and die in mass.
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah,
normal
these
thinking.
the skirmish game mechanics, they require some different tactics sometimes depending on what's happening.
For sure. Confederates falling back. They just need to save their flags.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see this, from a line battle perspective though, because in competitive you'll have like little 2-3 man units running around and all that, but now it's real interesting to see groups of like 20 people running around together all the time.
How do Confederates have 5 flags? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, that's the first time I've ever seen that.
What?
I'm assuming one of them's bugged, because look, they're trying to grab that one and it looks like they can't.
It's bouncing on the ground here, bouncing on the water.
It's making waves, that's funny.
Taking a skirmish rank. Skirmish
That's funny.
Yeah, looks like the Union kind of pushed them back pretty handily.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Union's charging that tree over there.
It is IVB. IVB's charge is kind of spread out, so even though they outnumbered the Confederates.
Yeah, they kind of didn't hit them with a big enough push right in that little center spot. Good melee defense by the CSA.
Oh, you gotta get the shot off. You got the.
yeah.
Aw. There's still melee happening.
It's always a shame when you see an officer go down, like not get a shot off or something.
Yeah, so IVB will win over here. We have 1st VA Cav. in this trench. Oh, they're about to be shot in the top left.
Oh man,
They're gonna shoot.
they have no idea that Union units there.
Oh yeah, they see it.
The guys are there. What?
Oh,
I don't believe there's a lot of them.
got one of them.
They did. Is Victor going to scout?
There's a company moving on the right hand.
Yeah,
Up
right.
Down.
Right. Okay, we need
So
to...
who is here? Is this JDL? Yep, it is JDL. And on the far right is this, or far left rather, this is the Jenkins Brigade.
Yeah, they've been making some pretty good moves on this left side of the map. Oh, turn into a melee.
Preacher's guys got charged out there by 4th New Jersey. Another charge is happening on this right side. It is Peach Corps versus IVB. They're getting wiped.
Yeah, what's left of IVP?
Yeah. They're gonna get out with their flag though. So JB got up to this fence here. There, it looks like they're just kind of scouting.
Everyone is ready.
Schumacher on the glory.
Oh, he's doing the old fence glitch.
Moving by
Doesn't-
fence line. Мы тут.
Beautiful view.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea to do it.
Here, boys.
Get on this
Of
Gives you perspective, but you can get shot pretty easily being up
Oh
there.
yeah. So 4th New Jersey is shifting over a little bit to adjust. So Peach Corps is holding up on that corner in between here. We have the 6 US pushing down from the top here. We have DB, I Corps, and SV. I think that's LFL right there. But Union is now charging. 50th Wisconsin. No, they're not charging. They're just moving to the fence. So
Oh,
right as 6 gets into this position,
yeah, here they don't even see LFL.
15th now is charging. 6 US got destroyed in that volley, and now they're just getting
Yeah.
shot down. 15th, they got. Oh my goodness, that's what Confederate artillery needed to do.
Yep.
Here comes the 2nd US though. Everyone's joining in.
Oh man, that's gonna turn into a big scrap down here.
It is. This is. No one's really winning this. Everyone's just kind of. There's a
Yeah.
couple, there's a couple people going in, but everyone else is just kind of Union hitting, taking losses. That's huge.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that move got them. They kind of lost that little bit of advantage they had from earlier.
These Confederates need to go up right here. Actually, Union's gonna win. Eddie is popping shots off.
Yeah, those pistols can be pretty deadly.
Yeah, they came up my river before.
DBSV and I Corps are pushing in now. It's an even fight.
Yep, here comes Nesson.
And there's more. Confederates are really spread out here.
Yeah.
I know all those Rambos. What are these guys doing? They need to move up with their friendlies.
Yeah, you would think they would see what was going on and kind of move down.
I guess we gotta catch up with our line.
But they might think they have better angles right there, I'm not sure.
Possibly. More Unions.
Oh, you know what? I think that's might have been what they've been shooting at, was this group coming down the hill.
Possibly. But IVB is moving in, and they are 100% going to win this because Confederates are not even
They
close.
don't, yeah, they don't even have any reinforcements near them.
So JB pushed down here as well. There is a scrap.
Winning, yeah, they just won that melee, but here comes another group charging them.
TB.
Spread out, spread out, spread out.
Oh, that's the downside. I've noticed quite often people, officers like to lead from the front. You gotta be careful during, when you're charging a unit like that. Let your guys go by you first.
Yeah.
That pistol can be really valuable in a charge.
So CSA win. The flag makes it out. Back on the right side. Red artillery is doing a little shooting. Union obviously secured the corner. Pushing up is Peach Corps off to the right here. We have first VA Cav.
Yeah, they may keep them just distracted enough that Peach Corps will get up there without them volleying into them.
Get them out quick, boys.
Yeah, it looks like that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, why is IVB?
Fire
So,
insult! Fire insult!
IVB in this other regiment need to get up on that snake fence. They can't see the
Yeah,
open.
I don't think they realized how close Peach Corps was.
Yeah, I mean that group's understandable. They're running in, but why is IVB up there?
Fucking going.
Peach Corps is gonna get wiped. IVB's counter charging.
Oh yeah.
And Confederates had taken losses with that kill.
Wow, that was a really good defense by the Union right there. Yeah, good job on those guys. They quickly recognized what was going on and, met them.
They did. More Peach Corps now
Yeah.
with LFL. I see some LFL tags. I don't know if all of them are here. I don't think so. This is 13. Actually, it's really just a mix of everybody.
Yeah.
KDL is pushing up.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna move up kind of behind the point, probably harass the guys coming down from the barn.
Would agree with that. JB is reshifting here.
Yeah, they completely secured that side of the field.
Putain, mes frères. Ah, je crois bien. Je crois qu'il va falloir que tout tu me mettes une balle et pas que
Union is positioning over to take out the first VA.
Oh, yeah.
There's one.
Oh,
See if they can make it.
Eddie knows it's Preacher. You missed.
Oh, we got the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, and the third one right as he got into the
Oh,
green.
dang. The plays.
Heck of a shot by whoever that was.
So while these shots are happening on the point, 15th Wisconsin is pushing up on JB.
Oh, yep, that turned into quite a bit of a scrap.
Yeah, JB got pushed out.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be best for Union to start getting closer to point and setting up the defensive area. They're liable to hit breaking sometimes. So.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Union just needs to react to where the Confederates are and just be where they're at. They don't necessarily need to be by point. They just need to prevent them from getting on the road.
Yeah, I've seen something that works really well if you just stay on this fence that they're on right here, but have enough that you can cover each side of the vertical snake rail that's coming up to it, and you can basically stop any kind of transition coming from their spawn because they don't have cover for the most part, except that vertical fence, and only gonna do so much for them. Which is kind of what looks like is happening now. They can't really move up. They're just getting shredded, it looks like.
Yeah, they are. Because Union has a beautiful position on the snake fence.
Yeah, that's what they did. They spread out on either side. Looks like they're forcing them to either go in the middle or maybe come through the woods.
DB. Do a little face planning. But the 13th is now shifting. They're going towards the middle here, but Union is there. Very interesting. I guess they need to breach somewhere else.
Yeah.
They don't want to become insane by trying to hit the same area over and over again without different results.
Yeah, it is the one downside for CSA on this map. There's not many attacking avenues, and the best way to try to find somewhere is spread Union apart, because if you keep them clumped up in one area, you're not going to ever break that defense.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do that at the beginning of this match. It allowed them to take that corner, but Union wasn't really even trying to defend that. But yeah,
Yeah, maybe CSA already can kind of soften them up down there by that tree.
some more Peach Corps moving in to assist the Peach Corps who's getting wiped.
They fell back. They fell back. Hold fire, folks. Hold.
Yeah, I mean, already at 11 minutes and only taking losses. It's not looking great for CSA at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, Union sallying out to meet him in the woods, it looks like.
guys, we want to hit breaking.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out, charge. Oh, fuck!
They definitely didn't
Oh,
see
they
it coming.
didn't even. Oh, man. This may swing it in the favor of the Union, depending how. Yeah, it looks like CSA might get wiped.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
And
man,
where
that
does
was.
that happen? Oh, that already shot.
Oh, they made the push. Yeah, they made a push. But
The
yeah, it
Confederates
doesn't
are.
look.
They're gonna.
Oh,
Push
they've
out
kind of
bunker,
pushed them back a little bit.
But there is the massive 6 and
Said
IBB here.
IBB,
Second
yeah.
US here as well.
I'll give it to IVB. They've been determined to hold this corner.
They have. Oh.
Maybe next time.
Oh, Eddie.
Oh, man.
Right, Preacher. What are you thinking?
Yeah, fall back. Hello. I'd like to ask about. I'm here to inquire about your regiment. Hello.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Goodbye.
Oh, man, I can't believe they fell off. It was just Preacher and another guy.
Ah, Rambo.
War Crime is just finishing this off here. He wants this man. And IBB pushed up and they got those guys. He's catching up too. J-Cree doesn't even notice he's there.
Oh,
And
he might
gets
get
him.
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
War crime with the 2 outlines.
That's a war crime. So, Union's not hitting last stand at any point.
No, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case at all. As long as they just play it safe and let CSA come to them.
Exactly. And Confederates haven't mass charged as a whole team. They've done more independent charges, if anything.
What do the numbers look like right now? How many did the CSA have on already?
So it's 95-90. Confederates have 5 more men, but they have 9 artillery, so it's about a 4-man imbalance.
Yeah, that might have played in the Union's decision to not run artillery.
Yeah.
Which, in the end, probably helped them because they've got as many guns on the field as possible.
Who's Confederate forces over here? There's the DB, SV, and I Corps.
Definitely enemy. Yeah, every time they pop a sound, it makes you know, it's at us.
Oh, a huge line on the.
Подожди, пока сидим, сейчас. Можно в центр просто сейчас будет ломануться на отъебить.
I'll wait until you say to shoot.
Was that a don't?
No for you. Interesting. That's kind of the interesting part about these EU events is you get people from different countries. They speak their own languages.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I wish I understood what they said, but like.
Yeah.
Alright, boys. Independent fire to the west.
So this is, I really don't see how the CSA is. Why is USA out here?
Oh, wow.
15th. Why are they out here?
Yeah, that's not a good move. Because they may get themselves into trouble here and then dropping the braking.
Позади Донбасс.
Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if they don't hit.
Oh,
breaking.
they're gonna lose their flag too, probably.
That's the wrong way.
Yeah. Poor guy.
Maybe he's trying to. Act like...
He's running parallel with the
No
CSA
way.
flag.
keep running. No, don't. No. Oh wait, he's still alive.
Oh,
Get that flag.
no, he's dead.
Oh, he froze and they hit breaking.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, they still have time if they all just kind of stick to what they were doing.
Yeah. If they could try to push.
British, push British.
They could try to push the Union in the last stand, but that's going to be so hard to do.
Yeah, I'd be really cutting it short with time, I think. Oh, CSA made a big push up here again.
Ian, get back here.
Peach Corps pushed up here on IVB.
Hold your fire for now.
We also have the 6th and 14th up here as well. It's more of a stalemate over here. Is JB? What's JB doing? They're pushing up. 4th.
They're gonna come close.
Lake, watch out. Shoot him now, to the fence and shit.
There now.
Right here on the fence, independent fire.
Holding on here. The music player, no. Can't lose the music man. Shots being engaged. Yeah, JB's probably going to win that.
Yeah.
Over on this side of the fight.
Oh,
Ivy,
CSA pushed them back.
why are they falling back? They have enough men to hold.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. They may all be trying to consolidate around point.
They could be. I mean, they're giving the CSA an opportunity here. 6 US is the last group here. 5 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, I think it probably would have been smart for IVB to hold there with 6th and just keep that unit as far back as they can.
Yeah. Here comes JB. Did push back the 4th New Jersey, but right as they push the 4th New Jersey back, 15th is back.
15th, yeah. Maybe they can redeem themselves.
Maybe.
Independent fire.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna cut off this unit. Oh yeah, and they see they're outnumbered.
And they don't have a flag either, so they can't.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh, don't pursue them, Union.
I mean, I really doubt they're gonna hit last stand, so I guess it doesn't matter. Also, Lucen's in a running race. He's catching up to those Confederates. He's beating them in this race.
Oh man, yeah. If he start, oh, he didn't even get his pistol off. The guy point blanked him, I think. But yeah, they pretty much wiped that unit.
Yeah. What are the shots over?
Yeah, they're just consolidating under point.
Right face, go up and over. Right face, everyone. Right face, break loads.
Well, Peach Corps is the only group here, though. I mean, you have those Confederates there, not a lot. A lot of the Confederates over here, they really shouldn't be going that far over there. At this point in the round.
I mean, I can understand they're kind of wanting to split them apart, but I think at this point you'd want to consolidate everybody and just attack as one.
Maybe they didn't see them winning on the right here and are like, we keep losing, so let's just go left. And
yeah, that's true.
That's the hard thing about these no Steam Chat events. So, LFL is pushing up.
Ils sont juste là, messieurs. Regardez, sur notre droite.
And the 15th is falling back.
It's always great to hear the French.
Indeed. So, Peach Corps wants the point. First VA Cav in assistance. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
Oh, not by themselves, no. I mean, if CSA already ported them, possibly.
For sure. Yeah, we also have Confederates in the woods here. These guys need to get their butts up here. Point is being decapped, going in the favor of the Confederates right now because those guys pushed off.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Why aren't they going up? Maybe they're trying to avoid tickets, but you're probably not going to go in the last stand.
Yeah, there is reinforcements pushing from the north down the fence towards them.
Oh, Confederate artillery, got to hit these. They're all bunched up, too. Like, if any event that artillery wants, they want to play in these type of events because you get the bigger lines. More damage can be dealt. So Confederates are coming in from the force in their main deployment here.
Yeah, they're letting them get too many on point.
JB is up here now. Shots being engaged. Union counter-charging here. Confederates hitting braking. That doesn't mean anything, though. Union now mass charging. kind of close.
Flag isn't real.
Yeah, this is gonna be close. Is there still CSA on the far left?
Yep, and they're pushing in right now.
Is that probably JB?
JB moved up here. They got wiped.
Oh, that's the LFL group, I think. Then.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, they may catch this Union unit from behind.
It's gonna be very tight indeed. Confederate artillery getting a nice hit there. Confederates not charging. They are winning on point. This is going to decide the game.
Oh man, it looks like CSA's got more.
They're still winning on point here. How close is Union though? They're going to get... we might see an overtime.
Yeah.
So those of you who don't know what overtime, when the clock hits 0, the game looks at how many bodies are on point. If there are more of the attackers on point at that time, then overtime starts, which we're going to get because these guys aren't getting there in 4 seconds. Overtime is so huge for the attackers because it takes such a long time to retake the point. Union could go in the last stand.
Yeah, I have a feeling they might right here.
Especially if we have trickle-in charges like this. Confederates just need to get up there too, and you can see they're sprinting up there as well. Confederates are still capping the point. More Union coming in.
Yeah, they're just not pushing enough to... Oh.
They're going back and forth. Union's going to start capping once those guys get in, though.
Yeah.
But these guys will change that. We really... Both sides pouring in. Union has more bodies on point. But they just got reinforcements. Confederates are about to get reinforced. Union hitting last stand.
Oh.
That's a death sentence for the Union in overtime.
Yeah.
Confederates can hold this wave off. They will win this game. That's all the Union has left. For those of you who don't know, last stand, if you die after last stand, you can't spawn in. If you die beforehand, you can. These guys just need to gun it over. All right.
Yeah, they basically have unlimited tickets at this point.
Yep. Because the Confederates' last stage is infinite tickets. You just have unlimited time.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like there's going to be enough Union to hold this.
And no points still going in favor of the Confederacy. They have to cap the middle circle too, right? I know defenders have to cap the middle circle. Okay, attackers have to too.
Oh, I think I could be wrong.
No.
Nope.
So,
nope.
A heck of a round. Cloud, your thoughts?
Yeah, awesome to see. Right down to the wire. Really great fighting by both teams.
Yeah, I would agree. Confederates getting in clutch there at the end. Really, it was just some good fighting. Union did a good job holding. I think their fatal mistake was pulling off on the right at the end. That allowed Peach Corps to form up and charge in and to start the overtime. If Union didn't do that, I think they had a really good shot of winning the game. But regardless, well fought on both sides. I'm intrigued to see how many casualties we got, especially because of the overtime. That was a long overtime, too.
Yeah. You don't usually see them last that long.
No. It's probably the longest overtime I've ever seen.
A ton of casualties.
They're racking up. Wow, that's crazy. With that being said, we'll see you in the second round. Here we are with the second round. Harper's Ferry Graveyard, a very tiny map. It'll be very interesting to watch. Is Union bringing any artillery? No, they aren't. Just like last round. So, what is the normal CSA strategy to attack here on the Harper's Ferry Graveyard?
There's really about only two ways. You can either full send left, which looks like what CSA is attempting now. Usually Union would have a cannon ready right here, but with them not running artillery, they may have more of a chance, CSA, to grab a foothold down here.
Indeed. So they're not charging straight at the Union line here. They're just going up the wall. Union's now counter-charging. Holy cow, this is working. Why is this working?
Yeah, there was not enough Union defenders there, it looks like.
I mean, there's more Union over here, but they don't know yet.
Yeah, they don't. I guess they don't realize the entire CSA team came streaming down this side.
No, and it's going to allow the Confederates to get a foothold.
Uh-oh. Yep, they have now completely taken that side.
And now Union's just beginning to react.
They just now reacted to it.
Heck of a job by the Confederates, though.
Yeah, definitely caught the Union by surprise. And the thing is, with this, the way this map is with the tickets, even if CSA is to get pushed off right here, they did so much damage to the Union, it probably was worth it.
Oh yeah, 100%. And now Union's trying to take the stone wall, and Confederates are going to hold that because it's a stone wall.
Yeah, they got a nice little foothold right there in the corner for now.
And
They're coming! They're coming!
no, they're not.
I guess they don't realize that they're still down there.
Yeah, they're just vibing. I mean, they don't have enough men to do anything.
And what's bad is where this Union group is right here. That is a already hot spot.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to stand there.
If you don't know about the Confederate artillery position on Harper's Ferry Graveyard, it is a little ways away, all the way out here. They also have some all the way up there, which is crazy. So Union's completely pushing onto this right side. They want to push them off, but the tides have turned. Confederates have control of the stone wall. They're moving over near the point of contention.
Yeah, they have completely secured the graveyard. It's gonna make it quite hard for the Union to push them off that stone wall.
Oh yeah, I mean, now the whole Confederate team is formed up. I mean, those guys could have possibly charged those guys on the left originally off, but now the Confederates just got a foothold. Union is doing the smart thing and just vibing back here.
Yeah.
That's the only thing the Union can do.
Yeah, need to just gather themselves.
Confederates just cap the point, force them to come out, make this a bloodbath. And if you hit breaking and they do too, that's
just pull completely off the point, yeah.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you already won the first charge, so you could win. What are these guys doing over here? Rebel second corps is in a bad spot.
Oh man, yeah, they got caught.
If Union hits engage because of that. Confederates better pray Union hits engage. I don't know if our I don't know.
Oh.
Union now countercharging.
People up. Yep.
They're countercharging right as the counterattack begins.
This is really good timing by the Union.
It was.
Yeah, they may be able to pinch through this unit in this graveyard.
Union's winning on that right side, but they're getting destroyed on the left.
Yeah,
Union's not going to crack this. Union hits engage. I mean, there's a decent amount of Union still here. Actually, Union.
Yeah, they may actually get that.
Confederates hitting engage. More Confederates are pulling in on this flank here. Yep, JB is there. Union's actually going to be able to win this charge here. But we'll see if JB does change anything.
3 Union officers right there.
And that does it. Union's going to hold. But even though they held, we saw both sides hit engaged around the same time. And it's not like the point is completely decapped. Confederates could try to push, but it'd be very risky and very hard to do so. So I think we're going to see Confederates reform. That was really done by the Confederates.
Mm-hmm. Yep, got them down there engaged already at 35.
Whoopsie, that's amazing.
Good work, Cap. Now we need to kill
But yeah, Union did a good job. They went to recap the point as quickly as they can. I don't know why they aren't moving on to the cap if they want to recap. There they go.
Yeah, they don't want to spread too far out though, because it looks like they're gonna CSA is gonna just push down that left side again.
I'm intrigued to see where the Confederates will push.
Probably not as easy to coordinate with no Steam chat and everything, but if you normally you would want to push down the right side of CSA because it would draw the Union to that hot spot where the artillery can hit.
Yeah, you also do.
And then
have
you could.
this, yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
yep.
You have
Oh no, just yeah.
The Confederates are inching up over here. Maybe they're just trying to bait the Union over here. I mean, you can see that the Union is shifting their guys to the right. You only have part of IVB and LFL and, well, sorry, this is 4th New Jersey. There's some IVB guys with tags. That baited me. Ah, they're charging left.
Oh, I wonder if Union's ready for it.
The attackers have been winning every single charge so far on this stone wall, which is surprising.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh well. Yeah, this might be a good play by the Union. I've seen this work quite a bit.
The Union charging into the graveyard here.
Yeah, and you're able to hit the attack. You know, the group that was coming down the road in the tail end of their charge.
Confederates still got a foothold here. Now 4th New Jersey charging in, but right as this happens, it was a distraction. JB is over here getting shots. Oh my goodness, why are we back here? I mean, I get you're cutting them off, but you also risk getting skirmishing on the lines. Actually, they're holding up pretty well.
Yeah, they seem to have cleared this side basically, but well, no, there's a couple.
Confederates still got 2 officers.
I'm down.
Right, get back, get back. Fall back.
So it looks like the Union was able to successfully hold this position on this side, but on the other side, JB is engaging with the 6 US. And JB is holding their ground. 6 US is also there. We can see that the TB is moving in to assist who is holding right here. It is 4th New Jersey for the most part, the guys who survived that. 14th LA doing a little trolling here. They just took a skirmishing. They just got 2 out of lines.
Come here, Yank boy.
Oh.
Come here, Yank boy.
Oh man.
Keep moving, boys. Keep moving.
Those swords can be dangerous in melee. They're a lot quicker than the Bayos.
And Confederates, they aren't stopping. I really love this map now. I really love what the Confederates are doing here.
That's not a bad play. Yeah, it stops the Union from you know, being able to reform. Especially, you know, like you're saying, there's no Steam chat or everything. You're just kind of relying on it in game.
Like 2nd US got their Bayos or reloads, formed their nice line, and now they're moving out. But Peach Corps just bonsai'd, and they took the corner now. Yeah, taking losses. Like,
yeah, really good play by the CSA.
These guys just spawned in. Never mind. I can't critique them. But Union's forming up on this side, but as they're forming up on that flank to stop the JB, Confederates have taken this corner.
Yeah, really good move by Peach Corps.
More Union pushing up, Confederates pushing up on the right. So we'd see DB, SV, and we have JB pushing up on this flank here.
Yeah,
oh my, they don't even see him.
Oh my goodness.
Go down the hill a little bit. Boys.
They could have charged. Oh wow.
Yeah, they should have waited and done a volley. I think they'd been a little bit more effective than the independent. Yeah, this is a really interesting map right now because there's so much going on.
Why? DBSV are pushing forward here.
Yeah, Peach Core still holding that graveyard.
Union's not really touching it. I think this is the second US. Second US is holding back here. That guy just died.
Oh, yeah.
Confederates are taking losses. Union's a good decent amount of tickets behind the Confederates.
Yeah. Yeah, not looking good with there's already 31 minutes left.
No.
At this point, the Union's best bet would be to isolate one of these smaller CSA units and wipe it and try to regain a ticket lead of some sort.
Yeah, and I think it has to be on this side. I mean, DBSV got wiped just right there. Who was over
Yeah, if they... Yeah, I think that's I-Corp, right?
I-Corp
And
now.
LFL, yeah. If they would have, Union possibly been able to charge down that hill and wipe out the unit down at the rocks, they probably would have swung that a little bit more in their favor.
So it looks like Peach Corps is trying to slowly shift down to the point of contention.
Yeah, they took that corner and they're not giving it up.
Yeah, they're slowly shifting down this way. In close combat with the TB. How many respawns we got? If these guys push down on the left, Confederates could mass charge. Union would probably waste a lot of shots on these guys here. This is the weirdest and the greatest match of Harper's Ferry Graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it though. That was a loud volley, man.
Your voice is making me a wreck.
Oof.
TV's getting shot. The moment they stand out.
Yeah. It's a bad position.
It is.
I mean, but you don't really have much else of a choice.
Exactly. You can see these Confederates are shifting up behind Peach Corps, who is joining Middles, DB, SV, and I-Corps.
Yeah, they're about to have overwhelming numbers on that side now.
It really does look like they outnumber the Union, at least when comparing that to that.
Yeah, that. I think, like you were saying, if they kind of communicated for a second and just full sent that corner, they'd wipe pretty much every Union there.
So they're pushing this. Union's falling back. It'd be very risky for the Confederates to cap. It's because they could go in the last. Actually, they could cap, knock it to breaking, just fall back to this corner here and just try to like let the Union recap, or just waste 7 minutes. But regardless.
Yeah. It's always a interesting, mechanic to play with as an attacker.
It is. Well, Confederates should. Do you know if this is out of bounds here for them?
I think I want to say it is. I'm not 100% positive.
But if they,
I think at that first backyard is what they can go into CSA, that first house. But I don't think they can go past that.
If they can go there, I think they should really try to knock the Union to breaking, especially this group.
Yeah, if they have. What units?
JB, look this way.
Yeah, if they look to their right just a bit,
on their left.
They could wipe that unit right there.
Please push that group, knock into breaking end around. Go. This man sees it. Our wonderful frontline reporter view. Spaceman, Spike Man. Push it, please. Push. That is my unbiased opinion. Confederates are going to cap. Oh, they're charging the LFL.
Oh, that's a bad move to swing down and charge up at them.
It's so risky. You could go down to breaking.
But they are going to wipe them, yeah.
They are. Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, CSA going to cap? Oh, not a good move.
No, right as engagements are happening on both fronts too. If Union hits, that's a good place for Preacher because you could shoot straight through that.
Yeah, a lot of people may not realize those white picket fences aren't bulletproof. Just concealment.
No way.
Oh, and here comes Union trying to attack Peach Corps. That's not gonna work. That little strung out.
They did win last time, but they are way more spread out this time. So. This is I don't even know if I could call this a charge.
Yeah.
Union's gonna take a lot of skirmishing out of the line. Oh my, that guy.
Yeah, look, they're gonna hit breaking pretty quickly, I would assume.
Probably.
At that point, CSA can just hold the point for the next 5 minutes or so.
Union pushing up to this flank, at least some of the respawns. I-Corps is here, but there is a man named Lucen with a pistol, and he dies.
Uh-oh.
Now JB's pushing in there. Union, it's breaking.
Yep, here we go. Doesn't really look like the Union will have enough to push. Well, that is a sizable unit down there they could fling around with.
There is the IVB. This is a very interesting maneuver. Come up here, push from behind, possibly. We'll see.
Yeah, because CSA is probably expecting them to all come from their spawn. The only thing with that Union unit, you want to time it perfectly and don't get caught by the CSA respawns. Which it looks like they're gonna do.
JB just saw him.
Fucking killing Yanks.
Confederates are gonna hold this.
Yep. Good reaction by JB.
Oh, will James kill him? Oh, nope, he goes down.
Oh.
He hit that shot and he missed.
Yeah, see, yeah. A little bit of Union charge in the middle, not gonna do much.
No, all these Rambos.
Yeah, it's
And once again,
really hurting the Union team right now.
I got him killed.
Times this.
So let's see. Union again pushing down here. What group is it this time? It is
before we go into
6
the
years.
last few minutes.
Yeah, if they just took a second to just kind of, catch your breath and just get reformed and try to pinch them together.
A Union needs to keep going. There's not much longer in the counterattack. I mean, that's a fair point. They're holding on the stone wall, so you kind of got to group up and do something. But
yeah, it's more of one of just like a quick, like, hey, 15 seconds, get everybody grouped and then send it kind of thing. But I mean, they may be able to pull something off.
We'll see. So a lot of the Union is now shifting down here. Along with the 6th US, we see the 4th New Jersey and IVB is going back down to this flank.
Yeah, he might have relayed to him that they kind of had some
Go
success with that.
Crunch? No. No, I won't.
First VA.
Oh my God, stop team killing. You're so
Says that 4 guys behind the tree, 5.
Eddie and Preacher are having a fun conversation.
You're so lucky being team killed. You're so lucky.
Oh shit!
Preacher,
Yankees
we should
charging,
just cut
Yankees.
Let him scare me now. I mean, stab it as soon as they charge it. But yeah, I welcome.
This has occurred through numerous streets. The first VA Cav and 2nd US doing a little smack talking. It's fun to watch. So Union is now moving upward, but a lot of them are dying. CSA are prepared for this. Not a lot of Union are making it to that wall. 2.5 minutes left of the 7-minute counterattack. Is the 6 Confederates are breaking? IVB did make it to the wall. Will they be able to do more damage though? I don't know.
Oh, they kind of caught CSA by surprise.
They kind of did, but numbers are important, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
they're outnumbered by a lot. So
I mean, valiant effort, though.
it is.
Right.
2 minutes left. We're probably just going to see bonsais.
Yeah.
It's
It's really all you can do at this point.
We're about to pick a charge this.
Try and go through the parting of the wall, then flank left and hit him.
The Union, its final push, that killed like 20 seconds. Did that kill any time off the timer?
Yeah, it did. It pulled some off.
Huge.
It was like right about 2 minutes or so whenever they went in and dropped it down to 120.
So this is called the Path of Death. The blaring of the music ensues.
Ought to be some crazy casualties at the end of this.
Oh yeah. Tickets wise as well. I mean,
Yeah.
Union has infinite tickets. They got to slam. If Confederates at last stand and Union caps, they win the game. Union shouldn't try to cap. They should try to push them to the last stand if they can. Before cap.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Confederates will just charge you out again and win.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of hard to control a cap like that.
Man, you need to use your bayonet to win.
25 seconds left.
Yeah, you can actually you can kind of flirt with the overtime and just kind of keep it there. You know, and your team will be on final push the whole time.
Oh
So
yeah.
as long as you don't fully cap, you'll stay on final push and you can fight them till they'll hit last stand.
We kind of saw this last round. They could do the same thing right now and push the
Mhm.
Confederates in the last end because Confederates are charging out. This is risky.
Yeah, this is very risky.
No way. Confederates hit last stand. Confederates just need to back off.
Yeah, I think that's what they're realizing. Oh no.
Georgia 13, on the start. Right here, JB.
They're telling their men to go back.
Yeah, they realized it. Uh-oh.
They're trying to charge them. They're trying to knock them to the last stand.
I don't blame them. It's a smart move by Union.
Union's got to pull off point.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna catch that Union over there on the left by themselves too. They may wipe that and hit them in the last
They
stand.
just wiped them. Those guys need to pull off point. Now, if Confederates don't hit... No way!
Oh my gosh! What an end!
What an end!
What an end!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Holy cow!
That might have been one of the greatest Harper's Ferry matches I've ever seen.
This is... Oh my goodness. Insanity. Cloud, your thoughts for the round.
I mean, props to the Union. That was probably one of the, like the greatest clutch plays I've ever seen on that map. I mean, yeah, CSA was, super aggressive the whole time, and props to them. They were, on point the entire time. But the way it ended, that's a shocker.
Yeah, Confederates should have just stayed at their spawn when they lost that wall.
Yeah.
Because when they pushed forward like that, it gave the Union an opportunity to push at them. But no, Confederates really played that perfectly up until the very end. Union did kind of iffy, but they played fantastic at the end, so they deserve the win. With that being said, we'll see you in the post-game interview. Here we are with the European Historical Rules event post-game interview. We had two awesome matches, the first being on Schoolhouse Ridge, where the CSA won by pushing it into overtime. And then we had Graveyard on Harper's Ferry. USA won that match by causing the point to be flipped when the CSA took it. And they forced the CSA in the last stand since they were considered the defenders, and they won the game just like that. It's pretty cool. Cool. With that being said, we have a bunch of leaders to talk about strategy and more. Let's go through our USA representatives. First, we have Lucian.
Hello there, I am Captain Lucian of the 15 Wisconsin 6 Corps.
Well, we have this.
Yeah, Corporal This from the 15 Wisconsin.
And we have Viktor.
Captain Viktor from the 4 New Jersey.
And we have Parker.
Hello, Second Lieutenant Parker, 6th US Cav.
All right, thank you. Now to our CSA leaders. First, we have Rolo.
Hi, Major Rolo from the 13th Georgia.
And then we have Schumacher.
Hello, Captain Schumacher from Jenkins Brigade.
Thank you. And then our announcer team for today was myself as Guardian Eagle, and we also had Cloud.
Yep, Cloud from HD.
Cool. So let's move on to the first round here. Schoolhouse Ridge, CSA 1, they were attacking. What was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Our original plan was to send a major force to the Confederate right flank near the big tree and the snake fences, and send a small distraction force to the far left side. So in the end, we split it like this. On the far right CSA flank, we had DB, SV, I-Corps, Virgin Georgia, and LFL. And on the far left, we had JDL, JB, and later 1st VKF. And our overall strategy was to capture the point as early as possible and try to hold it.
Yeah, I very much agree with Schumacher. I think that was the plan. I think at the start of the match, it went almost perfectly to plan. As the match evolved, the Union were much more aggressive than we were kind of expecting them to be. And guys started getting separated from their regiments. People were on the right, the left. It kind of fell apart a little bit, but I feel like we fought really hard. We managed to recapture the point. And the Union did a great job in that first match, keeping aggressive and keeping us kind of back where we didn't want to be.
All right. Thank you. So let's move on to the USA representatives. What was your guys' strategy to defend the Schoolhouse Ridge, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Who wants to start? And by the way, I also fixed my mic.
Sorry
for that.
I can start for first round because I didn't lead the second one. Then you can take the second one, Lucian or Parker. Well, first round, the main strategy was to send off 4 New Jersey Tombs Brigade to the far right into the woods to basically delaying action upon the enemy on the right, and then to fall back on the picket fences, while the second US would basically split up into 2 groups and basically be as a reserve in the center skirmishing. The rest of the guys were all sent off to the left side with 4 Louisiana, IVB, 6 US, and 15 Wisconsin. 15 Wisconsin, 6 US was supposed to be basically in the back, if I'm not right, and the 4 Louisiana with the IVB was supposed to be more in the pond right in front of the left side. The main idea was to fight a more aggressive battle upon the enemy that they won't have any ground to gain. I did not see that many things on the left side, but I can tell you on the right side, we accidentally mistook the right side for the center right. And we had to then shift up to the right side too because the enemy was charging on our far right side. It became like a bit of a back and forth between the enemies and us on the right side. And to be honest, I think the plan were followed quite good today. And to be honest, in my opinion, I just think that the CSA just outplayed us, and it was about getting about those tickets down. And to be honest, it was a really fun Schoolhouse Ridge.
Yeah, I mean, for 6th US, we were a little bit further to the right just so we could move right if needed, but it was very clear early on. Everyone was coming left pretty much. Well, not everyone, but as Schumacher said, like nearly everyone. So we kind of floated here and there. I think what CSA did really well today, and it probably won in the game, was whenever they took a position, even if they then lost that position, they had another, what you could call fallback position, like already fortified. So whenever on the left, which is where we had a lot of trouble going backwards and forwards with them, whenever they managed to like move up the fence, even if we took them off that fence line, like I think Preacher and a lot of the smaller groups came up to the fence line that's kind of runs over point a lot. Even if we wiped them off, we'd then be in a position where all the way to the left by the big tree and the corners of the fences, they then had good shots on us. So we were kind of in a constant struggle of we kind of kill one unit and there's another unit shooting us in the ass. So yeah, I think credit to CSA. That probably, at least on the left side, that probably won them the position overall, and probably the game. So
any other Union?
Yeah. Basically, from my perspective on the far left, is I just saw that on the left side it was just the 14th Louisiana kind of alone in this like pond right now, like right down there. We were kind of supposed to be the reserve, the 15th, like in the back, but then when I pushed up, as I saw the CSA like going up, all I saw was just the 14th Louisiana running back. I didn't see anybody in front of us at all, and by that point, the CSA had basically pushed up to the fence, and we were just completely cut off and alone versus at least 3 CSA regiments. And we kind of just fell back behind the hill from there and got overwhelmed by the mass amount of CSA over there on that left. And basically after that, we just tried to stay in the kind of middle area after they capped. Tried to recap and get back up to engaged, and we kept it pretty well for the rest of the round. It was a close fight for the rest of the round. At the end, it came down to the wire, and it was pretty close. Not much other there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with all that.
Of course you do.
Well, you were in the same regiment. Come on now.
Yeah, of course you do, Fizz.
Fucking,
You're
can I get
forced
my
to.
payment now?
Yes. Can I go home?
All right. Cloud, do you have any questions for the first round?
Yeah, the only question I had on the first round, right when y'all were in breaking and dropped to last stand, what was the thinking about the 2 units that pulled off the point to kind of get on that ridge and overshoot the road? Because it seemed like when that happened, that's when y'all began to lose point and they forced it into overtime.
Yeah, Sixth was one of them. So when I spawned in, Sixth was splintered to hell. I was trying to find the unit, and then I ended up pretty much shouting, "Anyone sixth? Pull back 50 yards behind the hill, and we're going to move in as one." Because what tends to happen when you get splintered like that is, especially when you're on fence lines, is people start getting very sporadic. Most units will practice the same thing, which is brace for charge, and you kind of step back and engage from there. Some guys at the back we start reloading, the others keep them busy and whatnot. When I spawned back in, it was kind of mayhem. There was a lot of guys doing everything in between, bracing for charge, jumping over, firing independently. It was a bit of mayhem. So what tends to win? Yeah, exactly. So what tends to work best is kind of what we, not to jump the gun, but second game, just get people back, get people reorganized again. This is an event which we keep it organized for the most part. We fight together and we try not to let it devolve as much as we can. So myself, I believe IVB might have been on my left as well. It was either IVB or 20th Georgia. I forget exactly who. But the plan was I'd get everyone there with full kits and bayonets, which is important too, rather than everyone running in with just bayonets, which if they have the fence, they'll stand off it and shoot you as you come near. Then your life's dead. We'll go in as one, as a rank. We'll spread out wide and try and take the fence back off them. Obviously, it didn't quite work, but for a second there, we had a good, probably 25 guys advancing with full kit, which almost worked. Didn't quite, but yeah, that was the reasoning for it.
All right. Let's move on to the second round. Harper's Ferry Graveyard CSA was attacking. So what was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Our original plan was to hit the first attack down the left side and just try to hold out the fence line, like the corner on the left side. And if it didn't work out well, then we'll try to mount the second attack at 35 minutes timestamp with all other units. And then try to take the point from this side, from the right one. So there was no like special strategy or something. Just charge the left, charge the right.
Yeah, I agree with Schumacher. The original plan was just mass charge left. The charge was really successful. I feel like we broke it up regiment-wise really well, so there was very good, neat spacing between regiments as we kind of went in on that left side, and we managed to overwhelm the Union much quicker than I was actually expecting. I think their first volley was really effective, but by the time we actually got kind of close to the Union, almost all of them were reloading, and I think that was kind of what lost them the Stonewall at the start. Um, we took the Stonewall pretty quickly. I was quite surprised at how the Union were kind of trickling in. I think it was you could tell the coordination wasn't quite there at the start of the second match because there was a lot of out of lines just kind of marching towards my line of 35 guys, and I was like, why are two guys trying to like bayonet charge us? Um, it was just really weird. Um, we were knocking the Union down ticket stages really fast, and then unfortunately, we capped a point, which was not what we wanted to do. We were very much against that, and then that kind of set us back. And then I think when we capped point the second time, that kind of cost us the game. Um, I think it was mostly just a communication issue with the CSA. It was a translation issue slash communication issue. Because the first time it happened, the second time, um, we kept sending runners to tell people to get off point, and the runners were coming back saying like they're still on point, and we're like shit. So then Pearl sent me over to kind of like talk to them, and I realized it was Davis Brigade at first, and we had none of our Russian players were playing today, which would have been really useful if we had. And unfortunately, none of the Davis Brigade had any fluent English speakers. So I speak absolutely terrible, very minimal Russian. So probably the most stressful moment in my life, trying to explain to a Russian regiment in a language I can barely speak to get off point really, really quickly. And obviously we got them off point, and then sadly we capped, and I realized there was another regiment behind them on the road on point. And I was like, oh damn it. But GG to the Union, played really well.
Yeah, I recall this moment. I also helped you. It would be just a second later, and actually start screaming in the Russian to get them off the point.
Yeah.
So, here for that. Let's move on to the USA representatives. What was your guys' strategy going into the Harper's Ferry graveyard, and how did you guys react to the ever-changing battlefield?
Lucy, you want to take it first one?
Sure. Basically, the strategy was for the 15th to hold the left side, and the 6th US and 14th LA, and the rest of the Union basically to hold the right. We basically just saw that instantly the CSA just rushed to our right. We tried to go to the right as fast as we could, but it, as you saw, was sadly not, enough to get the CSA off that wall. And once they got there, it was kind of just off from there. But we basically just kept pushing until they capped, and then we recapped. And there was like kind of this moment in the match where me and Parker was basically trying to convince all the other regiments to get off the point and fall back so we can let them cap. And the only way to win there, because we were so down on morale so fast, that we basically just had to let them cap. That was the only way we could win. We basically just kept screaming off them to fall back. But in the end, everybody fell back, and the CSA capped, and we just kept rushing with bayonets and bats from main, and just rushing again, like straight up bonsai charges from main, trying to get the CSA to the last stand before we capped. And some unit from the CSA, I can't quite say who it was, but some unit at the end charged to get off the point, and they got the CSA to the last stand.
That was IVB.
Yeah, right at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right at the end. Vastor ran past and suggested we run forward.
Yeah.
So Sixth jumped over too.
Yeah,
so
same
many,
with 15.
So many Union on point at that point. It was like, yeah, if we can get into the last stand, then happy days. There was actually an interesting moment that you talked about the first time the point was capped, Rollo, and it was an accident. The first time we recapped was an accident too.
Yeah.
We were screaming at everyone to try and last stand them from the 19-minute cap point. So the amount of time we had on that first capture compared to the second one to get them to last stand was 3 times or whatever, like the length of time. Everyone pulled off except for a few people. I don't actually know who it was in the end, but there was a few people left on the very far left corner. They ended up retaking the point, so we had to readjust the plan from there. But that was our original plan when you guys took it early, was we'll try and last stand you, and then we had to adapt to that. And then obviously you guys retook it, and yeah, we had to do a few less controlled charges. Oh, I say less controlled. It was fairly organized in places if you looked hard enough. But yeah, it just about worked in the end. But that was pretty much as close as it could have got. I don't know. I reckon if we didn't get him to, well, I say I reckon if we didn't get him to last stand, I'm sure we would have lost that because there was so much time left on the clock. But the time that we got him to last stand, we were probably only had about 4 seconds to spare, something like that. Like it was crazy the timing of it, but it did work. Yeah. So
Yeah, I just think that it was really well done by, to be honest, you and Lucian, to be honest, Parker. Thing is that I personally, and I said this in the debrief, I think that we played well, both sides played very well, but I feel like that it is not the most fun way of playing it. We used the game's mechanics, of course, to our own advantage, but I feel like sometimes I would rather lose than to win that way, if you know what I mean. But I don't know. I think that, to be honest, I had a lot of fun today, and the plans, as you described, where we for New Jersey that were on the right side with the second US and TB, it basically just like they all swarmed. It was like a swarm of just Confederates. We didn't know what to do. We were just shooting and standing, and we were like, "Oh, what do we do now that like they're all here?" And yeah, we kind of like we lost our momentum in the beginning, but I feel like we got more on our foot in the later parts of the game, and I think that's really also why we won.
it is always difficult from a Union perspective because that map is so small. So obviously what we did is roughly split in half. But if you think about the alternative strategy, which is you stack everyone on one side, well, CSA, as they did today, is they pretty much committed all on one side. So if you guess wrong, then you've already lost the war from the start. So it's always so difficult to work out USA what's best to do. Divide in half and try and react, which obviously we tried to do today. 15th went first. I had 6th lined up in the road, but they didn't even come over the road in the end, so that was a bit of a shame. But trying to either react to what side they go, or do you just gamble the dice and put everyone on the same corner? It's always a really difficult strategy for Union. So fair play to CSA. You've absolutely smashed the right side as far as I could tell. Couldn't see it. I was downhill, so just hear people crying. But yeah, it was that was probably one of the most intense games I've played in a while. So it was a very scrappy win. I think, Victor, you're right in that sense. It's maybe not a historical event win, but it is a
win.
Strategic win. There you go, Victor. All right.
It is. And listen, I'm not going to say like, oh, we shouldn't have won that or something like that. To be honest, I think that, knowledge of the game and how to use the systems, I think, of course, that's fair. It's just that sometimes I just don't, not the biggest fan of that way of playing. I like having line battles. I like having more like outflanking the enemy and all those kind of things. And usually that's very difficult sometimes on close quarter battles, but I think it could sometimes be implemented, if you know what I mean. But anyhow, that's it for me.
All right. Any other Union thoughts? Or
well, we're going to continue close combat for quite a while now because we're going to continue playing Compass Ferry Sunday. So, yeah, let's make sure that everyone votes for like something like Bolivar Heights Redoubt or like something.
River Crossing.
Yeah, River Crossing. Yeah,
let's be a BLM video, man.
I would love to do River Crossing, and to be honest, I wouldn't mind switching over to the CSA side. I just like that map. As in, I like either just stupidly charging over, or defending it. So.
I don't like the phrase "stupid charging." I like the phrase "committed." So.
Oh yeah, committed charging. Yeah.
It's all strategic, man. Come on.
Exactly.
If you join the CSA, you'll do the strat sketch.
All right, fair enough.
Do you know what would be interesting, Victor? Though, is we need to do River Crossing with no ammo, so bayonets only, and see what happens.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Sounds amazing.
Horrible.
Cloud, did you have any questions for the second round?
No, just props to the Union for the great counterattack at the end. It was really cool to see.
Any other comments by anyone before we call it off for the night?
Have a good night.
GG.
Yeah, GG. I think that's the closest HRE, literally both rounds in a while. So
yeah. Seriously, both of them. It's like one that was the first one was like more classic style. Second one was more radical style, if you know what I mean. So, but yeah, no, 100%. Good game, both CSA and Union.
Yeah, it was really entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I hope it was because I felt like I was tearing my hair out in the second round. So.
Oh, that second round was exciting as it could get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it back from a high up view because that must look crazy at times what the Union was doing.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. So
I mean, yeah, I would love to. I would love to spectate a battle sometime. It's been a long time since I've actually been spectating an event.
Can be enjoyable. It's fun. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, the Historical Rules event Discord is in the description if you want your regiment to join that. It's lots of fun, obviously, after today's event. All the regiments that participated in this event will also be in the description below. Everyone in this post-game interview will have a link to a social media account that they want in the description as well. And join the Battle Line Discord, which is also in the description. Who would have thought? Come a announcer, frontline reporter, like Cloud did. I really appreciated him being here. And so, yeah, with that being said, please like, comment, share, subscribe for more. We'll see you in the next episode, and cue the music.